This is the bumper bracket on the front of the trailer that keeps the boat at a specific distance away from the winch. Is this what yours looks like? If so, we are going to fix this. So come along and watch me do this. Good morning and welcome to Lunker Fishing. My name's Gerry. I'm a twin troller boat owner and a lifelong fisherman. This is the front of my twin troller with the factory trailer that came with the boat. This bracket is supported by this pedestal, which is not vertical. It's actually tipped back. It supports the winch. It supports this bracket. This bracket needs to keep the boat back far enough away that you can work the winch handle and keeps the boat snugged in the front for support while you're trailering. In my case, I installed this like this. It's perpendicular to this bracket and it comes up to here. Now sometimes it bends up here, sometimes it bends down. If it bends down, it means the boat is allowed to come farther forward, and when it does, you will eventually not have enough room for the handle. And I have had that happen many times, and then I'd have to bend this back up again. Even as it is right now, I can't get my hand in here to turn the handle. But if I bring it around a little bit farther to tight up against there, I'm hitting the boat. It won't even go any farther. So we're gonna fix this. Well, what are we going to do? This PVC pipe I put here helps me back up the boat when there's no boat on the trailer. When I turn and this part of the trailer moves over, this goes this way. If the trailer's going the other way, this moves over. It's a good idea, but I'm gonna modify this to make this work better. So stay tuned after we get this part done and see what I do about that, especially if you're having trouble backing your trailer. First thing I'm going to do is remove this PVC pipe. And the reason is because I want to move this bracket up higher and probably about to this hole right here. So I need this bolt out of the way, and there's another one up here, and then I will move this bracket up here. And what I want to do is then have this bracket from here and make it parallel to the ground. I'll have to push the boat back farther on the trailer. When I do that, I will use a piece of angle iron, aluminum, because the trailer's galvanized and I don't want to put steel that might start to rust. So I am using this piece of aluminum, angle iron. Where did I get this from? I got this from Home Depot. It's angle 1/16 inch thickness, 3/4 inch by 48 inches, and it's aluminum. I'm sure you can get it other places. That's just where I got it from. And it was less than 10 bucks as best I remember. I'm going to take this and cut this to a piece that will allow me to go from here down to the trailer channel. And I will put a bolt through the bottom and a bolt through the top. I'm not drilling through the trailer. I'm only drilling through the aluminum angled iron, and I'll show you. So I need to drill a hole up here through the angle iron, and I need to drill 2 holes, one on each side of that. And then I'm going to use 2 5/16 inch bolts. These are galvanized, and then it will go through the bracket, come out, go through the second bracket on the other side, and I will use 5/16 inch nylock nuts to secure it in place. When that is done, this will be attached up here, straight down, attached to the bracket on the other side here, and attached to the bracket on the other side here, so that this can't go up and down anymore. This will secure this into this position when I get it here. Okay, I have that bottom bolt out. And now I got this out. And now I'm going to move the boat backwards on the trailer. Now I'll take this bolt out. And I want to save the nut and the bolt and the washer to put this back on again. All right, that's about good there. I'm going to put this in this hole that's right here. I like that That's going right up against the hull. It holds the boat back far enough that I have all the clearance I need here to get my hand through and to crank this, just as long as this doesn't move anymore. We're going to measure from here down. I'll have to take this bolt out through this to give me an idea of how long to make this, and then I'll make a mate on the other side. Okay, so I'll give an extra inch at the top. I'll give an extra inch at the bottom. So I need at least 20 inches. I can always cut off more later. So I will make 2 pieces of 20 inch on here. They come to about here, and then I will come down to here. So I have plenty of material left. So this 48 inch piece is more than adequate to get this job done. Now, I'm gonna cut this here. I've got to cut it here. I've got it being held in a vise, nice and secure, and I'm going to cut it with an angle grinder with a metal blade on it, and I'm going to put on my safety glasses. As you can see, I also ground and rounded off the edges so that there aren't sharp points. If I'm underneath the trailer for some reason, I don't want to get smashed into with this as best I can. I'm going to do the same thing on this end, and then I'll do the same thing over there. Right now. And I've got to cut it right here. Okay, I'm going to put my grinder back in here and use the wire wheel and buff this smooth a little bit more. You don't need to see that. Just to show you, the buffer wheel really takes all that edge off, rounded the corners pretty well. It's nice and smooth, no burrs on either end. So now all I got to do is figure out where to put the holes and drill them. I took my level. I'm not all the way level, but when this is on the ball, it isn't a level. It's kind of up a little, so I'm going to leave it that way. Right about there, and ballpark level here. Right about there is about level. That's pretty level. So I want to put one bolt here and one here. And then I'll line this one up to that one, and I'll do the same thing. Now this will be a larger bolt. I've got to measure that yet. And the other ones will be 9/16 inch holes. So the top one will be a larger hole. If you're hearing any thunder, we're about ready to get rain. So how do I know what size hole to drill for this instead of just randomly picking it? This is a drill gauge. Put it over the hole. That's a 3/8 inch bolt. So I need the hole at least that size. Let's drill it. This is a 9/16 inch bolt, a nut, I should say, with a bolt. So that I got to take that off. And And I hopefully can drive it back out. Here it comes. Okay, I got the bolt through the bracket on this side. I got the 2 bolts that are through there that are just sitting there. So let me just tighten this up. Just get that nut started to hold it in place. Then I'll get this one here. Okay, about there's level. All right. This cannot go up, can't go down. It's in the position that I want it. Let's pull the boat back into position. If you are trying to find items that you see in my videos, go below the video, click on Show More, and you will see links to most of them. However, you cannot view them with your cell phone, only a computer, a laptop, or a tablet. Is this the way it looks when you back up your boat? Then watch this. Now, I told you I was going to do something with this, and I did. It's easy enough to do. I didn't show you all this. It's just a piece of 1/2-inch PVC pipe. I have some bolts going through here with large washers on the backside just to hold this in tight. I didn't drill any holes through this or anything. It's just there, one at the top, one at the bottom. That keeps it tight. I did glue this in place because I just didn't want it to fall off before I just had a piece sticking up. These are 1/2-inch elbow, 1/2-inch elbow. The only reason why this one is here is just so that I don't poke my eye or something like that. This is just a piece of DOT reflective tape. It comes in either silver or red. I chose to put the red. I had silver on here before. I couldn't see it very much. I don't know how reflective it is. It's supposed to be, but so that's just so that I can see it from the vehicle. And the way how this works is when I'm towing the vehicle, all I see is this thing sticking up straight down here. And then if I'm backing up the vehicle, this accentuates the fact that it's going that way, and it's no longer exactly straight down the back of the vehicle, my vehicle. So as I look out the rearview mirror or turn around and look, it's no longer like this. It's starting to show up like this. I know the trailer is going that way. If it's starting to go this way, then I know the trailer is coming this way. If the trailer is empty, that's very handy. When there's a boat on it and the seats are sticking up, I can generally see it, but if I'm trying to get back to the boat launch, to take the boat out of the water, the trailer is empty, it's very difficult to see, especially once you're backing down and it starts going down the hill and you're still up on the top and it goes down, you can't tell where it's gone. Maybe this is a little long, and in the future I may cut it down if I decide that I don't need it this long and it works, but that's what I'm going to do. I'll let you know how it works. That's through my back window. Now I'm trying to hold the camera and drive, so bear with me. At this point I lost the audio, so follow me. As I make a turn, you can see the little pointer stays with the direction the trailer is, but I can clearly see there that I made a turn. Now I'm going to go into a big circle, and you'll see the pointer looks like it's way over to the right, and that's where the trailer is. So you can imagine backing down a boat launch. This would tell you where the trailer is and what direction it's going in. Would make things a lot easier, and it's very easy to do. If the audio was working, you would have heard me say how great this was to use when backing the boat into this garage. It worked way better than I thought it was going to work. So my guess is you're going to see this on my boat. I won't be removing it, and you might want to consider it yourself. It doesn't make any difference whether you're trying to go forward with your boat and trailer or you're trying to back it up. I hope that you got something out of this video that helped you. Thanks for following me on my YouTube channel at Lunker Fishing. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to do that. Until next time, have a nice day. Bye now.